could hear my father's voice. He would tell me to move on. He would say,
hey guys, good morning. Welcome back to a new vlog. So today is going to be a really fun day. I am going to the city. I'm taking my mom to an appointment, and as I wait for her, I want to go explore this bookstore. It's a bookstore that's like 3 stories. I've never been there. The last time I was there, they were closed because I think they close at 5, which is super early. But today I'm definitely going to stop by, and I'm going to take you guys along with me. I think it's going to be super fun. Also, I want to start building my TBR for the fall. I have so many books that I want to read for the fall, and so yeah, so I'm excited. Let's go.
I burned out like a wandering ember. I shone bright, then my journey was over. What I sought when I ran was back where I began. No matter the rain, no matter the storm, I'm coming home. I'm coming home. Leave open the gate, don't turn off the light, I'm coming home. Well, I scratched in the dirt for a while. I gained all that I knew for a price. In the end, what I found was nowhere near as nice. No matter the rain, no matter the storm, I'm coming home. I'm coming home. Leave open the gate.
Okay guys, so we are back from the store. We actually had a really good time. Me and my mom had lunch outside. It's been a while since me and my mom just went out and had a day. So I wanted to show you the books that I got, just to do a little mini haul. I only got 3 books, but I was really excited. Now I didn't find a couple of the cozy mysteries that I was looking for. Of course I could buy them online, but it's not fun on doing that. So let me show you the books that I got. And so the first one, I was super excited. This was the goal. Like, this is the book that I definitely wanted to find because I saw it on a video. Somebody was like talking about it, and I was like, oh my gosh, it's already out, because I have been waiting for this book. So this is A Mary and the Great Game, which is book number 2 on this series. The first one is called A Mary and the Knight Brothers, which I read last year, and I absolutely loved it. It was so magical. And so on the first book, Mary is looking for her lost brother, and she finds this suitcase or portfolio in his room, and she starts looking in there, and then she finds some clue, this magical school. So in order for her to get into this magical school, she had to do a lot of different challenges, and so book 1 was all about passing these challenges so she can get to that level where she is admitted into this magical school, and possibly be able to find her brother. But the book was so incredibly exciting, following all these challenges. It was just so good, and I'm super excited to see what book 2 is about. So that is this one. The next book that I got is The Murder of Mr. Wickman, and so this is a combination of like Jane Austen with some Agatha Christie mystery, and I just love the cover. So basically on this book, there is a party. In the party, Mr. Wickman gets murdered, and the rest of the guests need to figure out who did it, because nobody else came into the party and nobody left the party. So it's definitely one of them. So that is the part where it's a little bit of Agatha Christie's mystery, and I'm just super excited to read this book. And the last one that I picked up, I thought it was perfect to read for the fall, and I think it's a romance, kind of like very gothic. So this one is Angelica's Frankenstein Makes Her Match. This is by Sally Thorne, who is the same author of The Hating Game. And so it's definitely a romance book, but it has so many gothic elements: carriages, candlesticks, and corpse. Angelica Frankenstein Makes Her Match is the spooky season reigning of the well-known classic Mary Shelley. Very nice gothic spooky romance, and it is spooky because she's basically building her new boyfriend from a dead body. So those are the 3 books that I picked up today. I didn't want to pick any more because I have a bunch of thrillers that I want to read. I'm gonna select some of those from my personal bookcase since I organized all my books the other day. So much fun exploring the different levels. The basement was mainly like fantasy, which I wasn't really looking for because I was looking for more like mystery for the fall, and also it had a lot of like cooking books, and I almost picked up like a fall recipe book, but I remember I have one. I have the Hocus Pocus recipe book that I bought last year, so we still have some recipes we need to try. But anyway, so I'm gonna go look at the books that I already have and select which books I want to add to my fall TBR. Also, I found out last night that there is a new bookstore near my house. Like literally my navigator says 11 minutes, and I think I want to go there and check those books out. Maybe I can find my cozy mysteries there, but for now, let's go build my TBR.
I'll be coming home, then I'll be at your door.
Okay guys, so we're gonna take a little break from choosing my books and run to this new bookstore because it's 5:30 and they close at 6. So I'm on my way over there and we're gonna explore, and hopefully they have the book that I'm looking for.
There's no one like you, my little girl. Your eyes so blue under those brown curls. Soon you're on your way. Promise me that you know the world is yours. Strike them with your glow. Go on now, be good, be fine.
Okay guys, let me show you what I got. I found the book that I was looking for, which is The Cold Clay. This is the second book on the Shady Hollow mystery, and it's just such a cozy book, so I am super excited for this book. And then I also found this classic Something Wicked This Way Comes, and I've never read this book, and I think this is perfect for the fall as well. And then I saw another one, and so I saw this book at the other bookstore and I was going to get it, but I don't know what held me back. But I'm so happy that it was here again because it just looks so cute. Number one, the cover is really cute, and also it is like a romance between a witch and a witch hunter, and it has something to do with a tea house. So it just sounds super cozy and super fun for the season. So I think my TBR is complete, possibly. So I'm going to go ahead and finish selecting my books and then talk about each one of them. Hey guys, okay, so it is the next day, and last night we ended up watching some movies, and today what I want to do is decorate my studio, and I brought in some of my Halloween and fall like theme books, and I bought these adorable little guys at Michael's the other day, so I'm gonna use those to decorate my bookcase, and also I have some candles. So the idea is to make this bookcase here look like a beautiful fall display. I always like to kind of switch around my books, that way you don't get bored of looking at the same things, and sometimes I have like two, so I put one on the back, but I also have another bookcase on my family room, so I went ahead and brought some of those books here, and I'm going to bring in some back. So I'm just gonna switch them and have the more like Halloween fall displayed over here, so I think it's gonna look really cute. So yeah. Guys, so I finished decorating my bookcase, and this is absolutely perfect. This is everything I was kind of hoping for, so I'm excited. Let me give you a look. So here on the top shelf, I wanted to do all my more Halloween type of projects. So we have my Midnight Tales album, I have my haunted house, which is still one of my favorite projects ever, and then we have my Magic of Oz, and this is the latest one that I made. This is a folio. So here on the second shelves, I wanted to do more of a fall theme, so I have my woodland animals, my fall books. Also, I went ahead and put in here my TBR. These are all the books that I'm hoping to read for the fall, and I'm excited, so I'll talk about the books in a little bit. And then I wanted to do all of my Alice in Wonderland books. I have like a little mini collection because those are my favorite books to make. So this is the first one I ever made, which is actually like my second or third mini album. Back there is a lap book. Then we have my tea party, my Alice in Wonderland or Halloween in Wonderland. This is a pop-up book. That other one is the one that I made for my daughter's birthday when she had an Alice themed birthday. And then this is one of my latest very interactive books as well. I mean, all of these pieces like move, they're just so fun to play with. And then so on these last two shelves, I have my fantasy books that I thought would be really cute theme for the fall as well. So I have my fairy book back there. I have more of these adorable little guys. This right here gives me a lot of Harry Potter vibes, so definitely have to be there. And this is my Aesop's album. Back here I have my Neverland, which is another one of my favorites. Then I have that circus book, which I just really like the fall colors, or the colors kind of look more antique, so I wanted to put it here as well. And then we have my Red Riding Hood album, which is very like woodland. That's also another one of my digital collections. And then down here I have some of my, even though they're not like fall, they're like tea party, like woodland animals as well. And then back here as well, another birthday adorable little party book. And then my sunflower album that I recently did. I think that one also has a lot of fall colors. And then my, of course, Pinocchio book, which another one of my favorite books, and this adorable little guy. So yeah, so I really like how these turned out. And now let's talk about the books. Okay, so I was going to sit down and bring the books one by one, but honestly I think I'm just going to show you here on the bookcase because I don't want to take them all out again. So first we have the All Souls trilogy, and so this book set I got from Amazon. I'm thinking on reading the first one on the series, although I'm really gonna try to read all of them. So I heard this is like the Twilight of adult books, and I'm excited, so I can't wait to read that one. And then I have the Amari and the Great Game, which I already talked about. This is book 2 on this series, and I'm so excited. I can't wait to read this book. Then one book that I wasn't anticipating, but I'm glad that I found browsing to the bookstore yesterday is Something Wicked This Way Comes. I mean, I've been wanting to read this one actually for a while. And then so we have this book, which is a kind of like a cozy mystery, a mix of Agatha Christie and Jane Austen. So we have the Jane Austen's characters all going to this party, and then Mr. Wickman gets murdered and they have to find out who did it. And so then we have these 2 other books that I already talked about. So we have Angelica Frankenstein Makes Her Match. This book is by Sally Thorne, and so this is gonna be like a romantic Halloween type of book. Same thing with this one. This is The League of the Gentlewoman Witches, and this is by India Holton. I mean, I just love the cover. And so this book is about a witch and a witch hunter that fall in love on a tea house apparently. So I am just here for it. That sounds really, really cute. And so the next book that I want to read is The Dead Romantics by Ashley Poston, and I heard so many amazing reviews about this book. So I think this book is about this girl who works on a like funeral home. Let's see here. And so I think her family owns the funeral parlor. She's working there and she falls in love with a ghost or something like that. It just sounds so cute. And so then we have the Shady Hollow Murder Mystery. This is by Jano Black, and this is just such a cozy mystery. I mean, how cute is the cover? And as you saw me yesterday, I was frantically looking for the second book that just came out, and I'm excited to read this. I think these are the perfect cozy mysteries for the fall. All the characters on this town are little animals like that, and there's of course a murder and we have to discover who did it. But I mean, it just sounds so magical. So then we have The Turn of the Key by Ruth Ware. I'm actually already reading this book. I'm about 50% done, and I have to say that this book has the most atmospheric, like haunted house descriptions. You get into the story right away and you feel like you're there. And so the next book is Night House by Lee Verdugo. This is a book that I actually started earlier this year, and I got 30% into the book and then I stopped because my audiobook expired. So I am going to resume this book and hopefully get it finished this fall. And so this is a dark academia book. The next book that I have is The Diary of Blood by S.T. Gibson. And so I got this book last year. I heard so many amazing reviews, but then I never actually got to read it. So this is about one of the brides of Dracula, and she is, I think, determined to find out his secrets. And I just heard the whole atmosphere of the book is really good. Then I have What Moves the Dead by T. Kingfisher, and I mean, just look at the cover of this book. Wow. And so this is a horror book, and T. Kingfisher is, like, I have to say, my favorite horror writer now, because at this point I just have to read everything she puts out there, and I'm excited. I don't even know what this book is about, but I'm definitely going to be reading this one. And so the next book that I want to read is Bunny by Mona Ward. And this book, I mean, has amazing reviews. It's another dark academia book about all these girls that call each other Bunny, and they are part of like a sorority house, and they are keeping a weird secret or something. I'm not sure, but I'm excited to read it. And so then I have a Victorian haunted house book. This is All I Want by Darcy Bell. I picked this up not too long ago, and I started reading chapter 1, and I was really into it. And so yeah, I definitely want to read this book. And so then I have Practical Magic by Alice Hoffman, and I mean, there are 3 books on this series. I want to at least get to one of these, and I'm excited. And of course I will be watching the movie again after I read the book. Then we have The Ex-Hex by Erin Sterling, and I wasn't really sure about this book, but somebody said that it has a lot of Sabrina the Teenage Witch like vibes, and that was like my favorite show growing up. I mean, I still have all the DVDs, and I'll probably rewatch the whole series as well, but I'm excited about this. And I think it's about a witch that accidentally puts a hex on her ex, or I don't know, but it just sounds so much fun. Then we have Blood Sugar by Sasha Rothschild. This is another book that I already started reading, and I am halfway through. And so it says she is accused of 4 murders, but she's only guilty of 3. And so she has murdered people in her past, and she talks about that. But now that she's being blamed for her husband's murder, she really wants to defend herself because he's the one person that she did not kill. So it's really good. I'm really loving it. And so then we have As the Wicked Watch by Tamron Hall. And so this book is about a serial killer that only targets Black people, Black women, I believe. And so I'm intrigued about this book, and I definitely want to get to it. I also do have the audiobook, so this is one that I'll be picking up next. Okay, so next we have the Alex Finney Daisy Darker, which is another one that I am super excited to read. And so on this book, we're following this family, and they all go to this house in an island. I think they're visiting the grandmother, but then the grandmother dies and or gets murdered, and then they're trying to find out who did it. So it's another murder mystery. So next I have The Maid, and this is by Mira Prost. I love the cover. And so on this book, we're following Molly, who is a maid that works on this Regency hotel, and then one day she finds a dead body, and yeah, so then we have to investigate what happened, who did it. I think she's getting blamed for it. I'm not sure yet, but I'm excited to read it. I also do have the audiobook, which is gonna make it a lot more fun to read. So then I have The Club, and this is a novel by Ellery Lloyd, and so it says everyone's dying to join. And so in this book, we are following this group of people that are like the rich, the famous, the CEOs, and they all want to get into this very prestigious club. But then once you join, you can't get out, and I think everybody that is joining the club starts to die or something like that. It just sounds interesting. And then the last book that I have is Wrong Place, Wrong Time by Gillian McAllister. On this book, we're following this mother who one day looks out her window and sees her son murdering someone. And I think what happens is she's trying to change the turn of events, and she keeps reliving the days over and over again, kind of like the Groundhog Day. So it just sounds so interesting, and I'm excited to read that book as well. And so those are the books that I'm hoping to read for this fall. I really hope that you guys enjoyed this video. I hope that you had fun book shopping with me and getting a little bit into the fall spirit. I want to thank you guys so much for watching.